I'm Billy, I'm a visual artist that does a lot of projects with a community element, working with people, often young people, to realise the outcomes and to paint things and make murals and walls and all kinds of different kind of visual projects. I came yesterday and we started doing some ideas and brainstorms about the vision of what we want to represent on the shutter. So thinking about identity and representation of not just the young people individually but also what they do here, which is ultimately using creativity to help our well-being and mental health positively. The young people here take part in all kinds of different creative outlets and we're going to try and represent what happens here on the shutter. So it's going to be a lovely, nice image that kind of, on a basic level, like brightens up the space and the street and people can walk past and like have a look at it, and it kind of is a bit different to just a blank shutter. But also, when you look a bit more deeper into the meaning of what it is, or if you want to ask somebody about it, then it's got like a bit of a deeper meaning as well, you know? So the young people have like a lot of ownership over the design.
But basically, my contribution to that was basically, well, mainly because I was like, I don't know what from vibe I specifically do, like, because I really just do whatever in the moment. I'm like, you know what, I want to do this today. I wake up and I choose draw or something else. But everyone else was always doing something, like they had a thing to put on the shutter. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick something from an anime. And I chose one from Fairy Tail, which is obviously T-A-I-L, not T-L-A, T-A-L-E, but I keep that in. You know, I want to see if we can get that in, because it does represent like family, because in the show, it's a guild, like basically, for magic and stuff. And they have to look out for each other, and every time they're like, you know what, you can't do it on your own, I'm helping you out, come on. That's pretty much what Vibe does, really. Like, we kind of help each other. We don't have magic, which is kind of a bummer, but we can make that happen. But obviously we always help each other with like if someone wants to do music, we got Dan who help with that, or like, drawing wise, we got my sister or someone else who can help with that or something. Pretty much, yeah, you can just ask for any help with anything and you just get help with stuff, like a family. Not because I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Okay, I'm Daniel Asensio, and in the chapel I painted the flower, because I think was something that represents us as an structure, and as the flower is a structure, we are a structure, and we work together, and we are as a plant, so this is why I made it. Yeah, it was my first time, but it was kind of good as well, because I can learn how can I do it and how many stuff we use for doing it. So it was good, it was very good. It was very good, I like her. She's very kind. I really enjoyed the time when I was there painting. Victor, my friend, told me about this place, and I'm like, yeah, I can go there and practice some stuff like my painting, my drawing, and also I can learn about some instruments and I can play it. My favorite thing about Vibe could be the moments that I have in here is very good. I'm enjoying that time, and I enjoy learning how so many times that we can do. I've been playing piano and also some guitar, the drums, I practice the drums, and also my drawing and painting. In the future, I think I want to go to college, in a good college, doing my art, practice that, and then I want to go to university.
I'm Max and I did the ghost. One, because it's my nickname, and because I always feel like a ghost. Because I get ignored half the time at home. I've got a graffiti wall at home. And I had just like initials or just like random clouds. Tattoo designs. I like drawing anchors or like eyes. I mean, I've gotten a lot more confident. I can be myself and I can express how I'm actually feeling. Oh, fun.
I'm Emma. I got involved in the project because my sister was one of the lead artists that they asked her to come in and do some. So in the end, I thought, all right, then I'll have a go. I created like a monkey, there's a book behind it. It was supposed to come out of the book. It was just one of my favourite characters, the very first one that actually popped off the page. I've always liked monkeys anyway. I mean, I've been told I'm a monkey a lot of the time, but it represents like that cheekiness and the sort of where they'll do what they really would like to do rather than, they don't really think of much else. But it's basically bringing that like character to life. So that monkey was a character of mine, almost like she'd just leap off the page and like tell the story for herself. And I was the one writing her story for her, so that other people could actually read that and sort of maybe they'll enjoy this work and maybe they'll think, all right, well I want to read more of that. A lot of the time I do write. I love to discuss it with one of the other like people who work here, Seamus. I just discuss like the writing, say where that's going to go. I love just putting them together and seeing how the story would take shape. I just like that I can come and go there and it's almost like a break from, like say, the real world, like stress and pressures and stuff. And that if there is something that you want to do, that you can actually just speak to them and say, oh, well, could I have a go at this? Like, I'd love to have a go, say with me that I wanted to have a go like sign language and things like that. And they would find a way of being able to at least let you try that, see if you like it, and if you do, they'll try and put something in place for that. So it's pretty much that I like how it is led by you and it's what you want to do. It's not pushed onto you like a lot of places do. So it's one of the places that I do actually feel quite comfortable. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but I'm actually happy that I got to put a monkey out there. Because at least now I can find Vibe and be like, right, where's the monkey? And she's just like there. Like, I think Andrew, he's pacing about, but he would even have to stop me just running and dashing at it because I just love monkeys so much. So it probably gets me here quicker. But I'm actually, at least I've just shared that kind of love with everybody outside, so I'm just happy that I got to do it.
I'm Jennifer and I was one of the artists helping to spray paint the shutter. She was really good to work with and she was really good like helping with understanding how spray painting works because I've never done spray painting before, so it was a completely new thing. Well, the way I normally work is I usually do digital art on my tablet, so it's like flat art through like Procreate and stuff like that. With the spray painting stuff, it was like you had to make sure you had the cans and stuff held a specific way because the paint wouldn't come out of the can and sometimes it would just spray blobs everywhere. So you had to just be really precise with it. Whereas when it was like digitally in Procreate, I could just do the lines and just fill it in with the paint bucket tool really easily. The character were called Vinnie Vibington. I was thinking mainly on like the aspects of Vibe itself, but also as a representation of what I do. Vibe has been a really good place because I remember when I started here, many years ago, I was probably one of the most quietest people in the whole entire building. And I remember I always just sit on my own and I wouldn't speak up or anything. But throughout the years I've pushed and I've grown in confidence with my work and being able to speak to people. And Vibe's really helped me with that because it's something I've always been like struggling with.
How do you feel like having your artwork out on the streets?
It feels cool because it's like I've never really had it out in public before, so it's really cool to see that my work's outside in the actual Rochdale borough, so people can just walk past and see the character that I spray painted on the front of the shutters.